Hi, I'm Alicia Walalde, and I'm the Director for Global Experiences here at the Swanson School of Engineering. As the university kicks off its annual Day of Giving, I'm excited to share with you how global experiences have impacted students' education. Last year, we had 178 engineering students take part in a global experience. That was in 25 different countries and in 4 different continents. We also had 15 of our Swanson School faculty and staff members be part of many of those experiences with our students. Students took part in traditional semester abroad programs, short-term faculty-led programs, or research, internships, or co-ops abroad. It is incredibly fulfilling to be a part of creating experience-based learning opportunities that directly relate to our students' engineering degree programs. I also always find it interesting that students don't realize that they are developing critical professional skills on these global experiences. They're definitely developing things like cultural understanding or respect for different viewpoints or ways of doing things. But they also are developing things like perseverance or being able to function in ambiguous situations. Think about something as simple as, when a train is delayed or canceled and you're not incredibly familiar with the local language, but you still need to get to that next appointment. You're going to adapt and you're going to adapt quickly. Having our students be out of their comfort zone and not just adapting, but thriving. These are an important part of what they're learning on these experiences. And these are skills that are directly transferable to their next steps, to their future careers. I encourage you to listen to our students' stories of their experiences. They talk about what they've learned and how they're applying these skills to their studies, to their co-ops, but now also to their full-time work. Last year, we were very fortunate to receive funding on the Day of Giving through the generous support of many of you. We used those funds to provide free passports to students who otherwise may not have gotten them. We thought of this as a Kickstarter, an opportunity to remove that first barrier to participation and help students see that there are possibilities for them. It's not always easy. Still have to apply for scholarships and other funding opportunities to make it work, but it made a difference. Those students who receive those passports are either now abroad themselves, just 5 months later, or they're currently applying for scholarships and opportunities that they might not have done otherwise. Let me read to you something that a student wrote to us. This is a student who received a passport for us in September. That student writes, "This opportunity for students who have financial hardships is a grand one, as the door is much more easily open for study abroad opportunities. The ability for students to look into these great learning experiences as actual possibilities, rather than simply dream about them, is much more possible thanks to you." For students like this and so many others, if you have the opportunity, I encourage you to give to the global programs for Pitt's Day of Giving. Any amount helps. It brings us closer to enabling every student to have access to these programs. Thanks in advance, and hail to Pitt.